know where the treats at.
Is this the passing of the torch, right? Is this what this signifies?
It comes down to that front office and what they feel is most important.
The champ is here. We've touched down from a higher plane. Why you landed here?
We always look forward to that week because it was always intense.
You know that we ain't coming back. We got to.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dante Hall. My favorite player growing up was Dante Hall. I love you guys in the show, but Dante was my guy.
Get to dashing because you done on the warfare.
Chief Concerns is presented by BetOnline and Olipop. Marcus Dash here from Chief Concerns, and ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the year. It's football season, and you know what that means? It means it's time to get in on BetOnline. BetOnline is the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for everything football. BetOnline has every stat, every matchup, and even live odds and spreads to bet on during the games. Think you know your stuff? Get in on our $200,000 mega contest and pick 5 games against the spread every week for your chance at weekly prizes and a share of $200,000. When the game's over, head on over to our online casino and get in on a game of blackjack or poker or unwind with one of our 150 slot games. Head to the website today and get in on the action. Bet online. The game starts here. Come on, baby. Go. Yes! That's a first down. That's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Cash and Props with Dunn and Dash. I'm Marcus Dash. Jason Dunn will be joining us shortly, and Teja will be joining us shortly after that. So JD is getting ready right now for his 10 keys to victory for this Week 18 battle against the Denver Broncos. I don't think a lot of people are very excited for this game this weekend, but yes, you're depth, and that'll be fun to watch, of course. But yeah, we'll be getting into JD's 10 keys to victory for this game, the Carson Wentz game. And then after that, Teja and I will be getting into our 5-leg same-game parlays, which proved to be a little bit difficult since they're not really listing any Chiefs props this week on Underdog. They're not really listing anything Chiefs-wise. And DraftKings, FanDuel, BetOnline, all those places. No one's really listing anything Chiefs-related besides anytime touchdowns. It's the only stat that you can really get in with the Chiefs this week. But that'll be interesting. I got some good nuggets for you all there. And Teja will have some good nuggets too. And then, of course, we are partnered with Underdog now, so we'll have our entries that you guys can follow along with at the end of the show. So far, I think we've only missed one on the of the 2 weeks we've been doing the whole Underdog thing. I think we did 2 the first game, and then last week 4. I think we did 4 for 5. So right now, 6 or 7 on the season right now with the Underdog stuff. So maybe I think we might be cooking onto something. But we hope everyone enjoys the show tonight. But I'm seeing some people in the chat tonight. Okay, we got Enrique Trio. It's a new name. There you go. What's up, Enrique? Kevin Mars, Don Peterson, Chiefer, 65 TBT. What's going on? Andrea Chenault, Don Peterson. Yeah, we got the and Greg Rose. Got some usual suspects in here. About 75 people. Yeah. So JD will be joining us shortly. And then Teja will be joining us shortly after that for the betting show. Yeah, JD right now is currently setting up for the 10 keys of victory. So we'll be getting onto that soon. Gary Holland, my man, what's going on, buddy? So just looking at, obviously, some news today. Jalen Watson, Mr. Jalen Watson, which a lot of people were kind of speculated as if he would be able to come back this year. And he is. He's back, designated to return. Huge news to get Jalen Watson back. I'm really excited about it. And I think a lot of Chief fans, the number 2 quarterback spot has been kind of up in the air over the last few, I would say weeks, whenever he got hurt. When he went down, it's been kind of an up and down spot, that rotation. We thought Steven Nelson was going to come in and be the guy. We have yet to see Steven Nelson. You know, we've had some bumps. We got a lot of young guys that second cornerback spot. So, you know, we've had some bumps. Josh Williams up and down a little bit. Nazi a little up and down. But that's, you know, the young guys, you know, playing the position. But yeah, just looking at this list of guys who are not going to play or doubtful for this game this weekend, G-Pick, Coach Dunn is getting set up right now for his 10 keys to victory. And Pro Fan Talk, what's good, waiting for my teammate Jason Dunn. JD is getting set up right now for his 10 keys to victory, guys. So bear with us, and we will get your 10 keys to victory. I'm sure JD's got a nice little intro set up for tonight. So, yeah, just getting ready for that. Yeah, JD is getting ready, so we will be on here. We'll be in the dungeon shortly. So once JD gives me the thumbs up, we will get going, and I'm sure JD's got a nice little intro. So, but yeah, just looking at the outs and the inactives of the doubtful guys this weekend. So out, Isaiah Pacheco, Juwan Taylor, McCole Hardman, Jalen Watson, who just got designated to return. Doubtful, Patrick Mahomes, Trent McDuffie, Chris Jones, Nick Bolton, Kareem Hunt, George Karlaftis, Travis Kelce, Justin Reed, Drew Tranquil. So, yes, our guys are getting a lot of rest, and rightfully so. These guys deserve it. But that means some guys are going to step up, like JD and I mentioned the other day, Samaje Perine against his whole team. It's time, baby. It's time to get some revenge and maybe kick these guys out of the playoffs. Who knows? Gotta love that. But, yeah, so it'll be interesting games to see the depth and the guys we have there. But, yeah, so you're just joining us. So we have about 100 people in the chat. Okay. Our guy, JD, is ready to rock. So, guys, we'll be going into the dungeon. Hope everybody enjoys it. We haven't seen the dungeon in a little bit, but we'll be going in right now. So, guys, send it off to JD into the dungeon. Enjoy.
You are. Have you read the papers? Do you know what everybody says? It's suicide. You've seen him. You know how strong he is. You can't win.
What's going down, Chiefs Concerns family? This is one of these closed door sessions I had to have with you. You know, when you sitting over here and you start hearing a lot of doubt seeping through from a lot of different voices. I had to play that little bit of that video about Adrian talking to Rocky when he's about to fight Drago, and you can't win. And it hits him. It hits him deep in his soul. That the one person that he would believe, the one person he would surely think has his back, and she crushes him with the tale of, you can't win. And that's all I've been hearing this past week. Who are the Chiefs going to play? Who are the Chiefs going to bring out there to come and play the Broncos? Oh, this is just a preseason game for the Broncos. We already see the Broncos is already in the playoffs. They're already there. They already beat the Chiefs because the Chiefs and their backups, they can't win. That's a lot of horse manure. That's a lot of Broncos bull. That's what that is. And the fact that we have some people that don't think we have a legitimate chance in this game, absolutely runs through me. Now, I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to be completely honest, because there was something that Rocky said to her. He said, I'm a fighter. I was born to fight. This is who I am. So I want y'all to understand, when we go in to Denver, we go play these donkeys out there. We're not just going there to show up. We are coming there to fight. You know why? Because we're fighters. We're winners. And that's what we do. So I don't give a damn who it is that comes in there. We going to get the job done. And I want everybody to understand that. Okay? We're going to get it done. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about the 5 keys to victory. Start on offense. Let me get this up here. Starting on offense. All these doubters. It sickens me sometimes. Here's the key. Number 1, we go behind enemy lines and we got to be great. Now, we know we're going to hostile territory. We understand that. We know they got a lot to play for. The Broncos are looking to get into the playoffs. They're sitting at 9-7 right now. They didn't ever win against the Chiefs to get in. We're not opening the door for them. It's not going to happen like that. And guess what? We are going behind enemy lines to be great out there. Make no mistake about it. We are not just going out there for a game. We are going out there to show up to win. To win. So I want everybody to get in their heads right now. We are going out there to win. Understand that. That's number 1. Number 2, we believe in C.J. Wentz, Carson James Wentz. Sling away, C.J. Sling away. That's what I look at. Carson J. Wentz. First-round pick. One of the touted quarterbacks coming into the draft that year. Okay, we know one thing this man can do. He can throw the football. He's a big, strong man who has a big arm, who can put the ball right on the guys, right in their chest. Okay, he's a very good quarterback, very capable guy. I don't think we have enough to worry about when we got Carson J. Wentz. He's going to make sure we're going to take care of business out there. I got a lot of faith in Carson James Wentz. I got a lot of faith in him. Not only do I have a lot of faith in him, his teammates have a lot of faith in him. The coaches have a lot of faith in him. Everybody in that room has a lot of faith in Carson James Wentz. Everybody has faith in him, and I do too. Now, let's go to number 3. Hey, this is the Carson and P. Ron show. We need at least 20-plus carries from those guys. Carson, Steele, and Sanjay P. Ron. Go at it, baby. Let's go. Go at it. Carson, Steele, Sanjay P. Ron. This is your time to shine, baby. It is your time to shine. Don't let it down. And guess what? I got a lot of confidence in those guys right there, too. Sanjay P. Ron, Carson Steele have been absolutely awesome this entire year. They have. And the roles that they played, now they got a little bit bigger chunk of the pie right now to show what they can do. We know what they got. Let's go out there and go get it, okay? Number 4, one thing that we've seen, and we already know this, their defense has given up 30-plus points in 3 of the last 4 games. 30-plus points in 3 of the last 4 games. One thing we didn't do effectively against them the very first time that we played them, we didn't run the ball enough. We didn't run the ball effectively, okay? And the question is, who are we going to have on the line of scrimmage? That's the thing about it. Well, guess what? We're talking about our guy that we got in here, DJ Humphries, coming back. He's going to be there. We might have Norzad being at guard. It don't matter who's going to play here. Mike Caliendo, we know that. Norzad, he's going to be there. Hanson may be there too. Ronnier probably play right tackle. It does not matter who we lining up. These guys are coming off the football and hitting guys in the mouth. And I want y'all to understand about it, okay? They are not backing up from anybody. They're not backing up from anybody, okay? Number 5, protect Carson James Wentz and protect the football. We do those 2 things right there, protect Carson James Wentz, and we protect the football. This thing right here, our lifeline, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, baby. I'm telling you right now, as long as we do those things, we will be fine, okay? Now, look, I'm going to tell you something right now, all right? I'm under no illusion whatsoever that thinking this is just going to be an easy game for us, okay? This is going to come down to it, to the last of it. But one thing I understand is this. We have built up a culture here in Kansas City, and everybody is eating on it. Everybody benefits from it. So guess what? All those guys are ready. They have been prepared. They have been forged in the fire with everybody else. You ain't playing our backups. You're playing NFL football players. There's no such thing as backups in the NFL. When the guy goes down, the guy that steps up, next guy, he's got to be the guy. He's got to be the man. He's got to bring something to the table. And I know we're going to be able to do that, okay? So that's our 5 keys on victories for offense. Let's go to the defensive side of the football. I tell you what, ladies and gents, I'm just, I'm about sick and tired, okay? About sick and tired. Because everybody, hey, do you really believe that the Chiefs going to beat them with their backups? You believe that? I absolutely do. You know why? Because we got guys right here who don't care about who it is in front of them. They just know they are champions. You better put some respect on their name, okay? They all got rings. Better understand that. Now, defensive side of the football. All their backups are in. What about their backups? I'll tell you what. Or when I heard they say out of there what Mark was talking about, Marcus says, Chris Jones is out. Didn't we just run through Pittsburgh without CJ, without Chris Jones? I thought we did. Trey McDuffie is out. Well, guess what? We got Najee Johnson. We still got Joshua Williams. We still got the young boys in the back. We got Hicks. He's going to be there. This guy's going to be out. But guess what? The guys are still there. They're still there. Don't doubt these guys for a second. Number one thing, you got to stop Bo Nix. Okay? And that's running and passing. I talked about Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a very, very talented quarterback. He is. Played the Bengals. Probably should have beat him. He had some beautiful throws. Guess what? At the end, guess what? Pooped in the bed. That's where he ended up at. The interception. Ball game. Taking it to the house. Now they're looking at Kansas City to try to win that one. Okay? That's what they're looking at. So we know he's not invincible. Bo Nix does make mistakes. He does make mistakes. And he'll give that ball up. We have a very hungry defense out there to make sure we stop Bo Nix running and passing. We understand that. Number 2, we must be physical. And I'm talking about put our hands on guys against their wide receivers. Okay? We must be physical against those guys. Now, we understand Sutton and Mims. Yeah, those good. That's been the 2 guys that's been getting off the past couple of weeks. Okay? Sutton was a big guy, big joker, long, had a good game against the last time they played. Actually, against Trey McDuffie, had a good game. But guess what? I would take our big long joker that we have out there, and Joshua Williams sitting over at 6'3", long arms, okay? For Fayetteville, go get him. Let's go do it. How about we do it, JW? J-Dub, work on Sutton. Same thing with Mims. You go out there, you be, physical against him, he going to quit. He going to give it up too. So we got to make sure we do that. Number 3, stop the run. Got to stop the run. Now listen, there's some very talented backs. Kind of running back by committee. They do a really good job in the run game. Okay, once they get started, it's hard to stop them. There's some very, very talented guys. Williams and those guys, they know how to get yards. But we got to stop the runs. And who's going to be able to do it? Linebackers and front 7. That's who it's got to be. Linebackers are front 7. Those are the guys right there that's got to take care of that, to stop the run. Okay? Now, listen. Tranquil's going to be out, they said. Nick Bolton is probably on the bubble too. Now we're not getting no work. Chanel is still out there. Swaze Bozeman, he's going to be out there. Cam. So we got linebackers. We got guys. We got serious guys, okay? Guys that love playing football. Guys that love to hit. Guys that love to tackle. Guys who have a lot to prove. They have a lot to prove. And I don't want nobody to miss this. I don't want nobody to miss this at all. A game like this gives you plenty of opportunity. I'm talking about this is opportunity right here, okay? And your chances, what you get, okay? So what are you going to do with the opportunity and chances that you have? How are you going to make that fit? What are you going to do against that? Okay? That's the question. For every man that's out there on defense and on offense, what are you going to do with your opportunity? Okay? Let's take advantage of that. Those guys are going to be ready for it. Okay? Number four. Hey, we must keep them out of the red zone. Keep them out of the red zone. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think they said that they scored 24 plus points. They lasted the 9 games, I think it was, something like that. Okay? Last 24. But when they played us, first time, they didn't have that many points. Why? Because we shut them down. Look, they're a very good football team. But guess what? So are we. We must keep them out of the red zone. Period. Point blank. That's got to be a key. And Spags is emphasizing that. He is making sure those guys understand it. It's not like the guys that's in there right now that's getting a different, coaching than the guys that have been in there. And the thing is, we're not leaving the guys cupboards bare. You still got starters all around the place, the places where you need to do. So you need to understand, okay? We're going to do the things that is necessary to win this game. And what's going to cause that? Okay? The run in the pass, physical gets run, okay? Create turnovers. Looking for +2 this game. They're believing that this is going to be a simple thing. Okay, they believe they're just going to show up and everything's going to happen easy. And hey, guess what? The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes is sitting on the sideline. Travis Kelce probably not going to play. He'll probably go out there with Taylor Swift on the weekend instead of coming to the game. They're probably saying all type of things. Okay, the thing is this. When you got a team, when you have a man or woman, whoever the men in this room who have nothing to lose, we know we have the first round seed. We know that. But these guys right here, they're getting a reputation. They are here for job interviews. They're looking to get contracts. There's a lot on the line right here. There's a lot on the line. And make no mistake about it. Each guy that understands this know they have nothing to lose. They have everything to gain. Everything to gain with this game. They understand that. So I just want to let you know, okay? Broncos fans and everybody else is out here right here. I'm going to tell you right now, hey, hold your horses. Hold your horses. Back in the day, you used to run that little, horse out there, okay, running around the field. Hold your horses. Take a minute, calm down, because we guys going to come out here and be ready. They coming in business suits, and they coming to make sure we going to get a win. We ain't taking no prisoners. That's what it is. So I'm going to let you donkeys know, at the end of this thing, at the end of this game, y'all donkeys need to understand, watch your ass. I'll see y'all in a minute.
You heard it, guys. Watch your ass from the man JD. Broncos need to watch their ass come Sunday. All right, I like that. JD come with fire today, man. Hold your horses. Call them donkeys. You gotta love it, man. And watch your ass to end the rant there. That was good stuff. But yeah, JD's 100% right. I mean, these guys who are playing are hungry. You know, yeah, a lot of the guys are going to be inactive, but there's a lot of guys who are trying to get paid, trying to be seen from another franchise. So, you know, while it is a 10.5 point underdogs this weekend, these are still guys who are coming out there to showcase themselves. I mean, it's kind of like a showcase game for a lot of these dudes. So yeah, JD hit the nail on the head there. I think he's given more people reasons as to why he went the way he did, picking this Chiefs to win this weekend. But yeah, seeing a lot of your guys' comments here. JD was on fire, as he has been all season long when doing all season long whenever we have a show, but specifically when we do his keys to victory. But yeah, seeing a lot of guys chime in, a lot of you all chiming in. Free fall, clinch and turn, Illy beaming, JD on fire. Yep. Susan just laughing, admiring JD's work. Sean Clifford. Ass exactly. Okay, I like that. I get around that. Ride those Broncos from Greg Rose. Yep. This is the biggest game for the bottom third of the roster. Yeah, I mean, like JD said, it's a showcase game for a lot of these dudes who are going to be trying their butts off to win the thing, to get a job somewhere, to get some cash. But yeah, JD again does his thing on the keys to victory, and we will have at least we have 3 more at least. So we got the divisional, we have the championship game, we got Super Bowl. So we have 3 more keys to victory from JD for the rest of the season. So JD gets himself a little break this week coming up here, but then we'll be heading into divisional weekend for JD's keys to victory. So enjoy that. Tej hopping on here. JD will be joining us in a second to go over the bets for the game. What's up, Tej?
What up?
What's going on, man? Yeah, I don't know if you caught JD's keys to victory, but JD's on fire again. And I don't know if you watched the show this week with JD.
What else new?
Yeah, of course, right? So I always say it's not just on this show. He's always on fire. But you might be surprised by this, but JD is picking the Chiefs to beat the Broncos this week. I don't know if you.
I'm not that surprised by that. Blowout 37-10.
No, I believe he had it at 20-17. I think that was his score that he had.
Okay.
It at. So close game. But JD's got
it's weird because he's like been not pro Bronco, but he's calling them to make the playoffs, and they're going to miss it because they lose to the second string Chiefs.
Well, I don't know if it's more. I mean, I don't think there's a chance. There's a chance that the Broncos still can get in even if they do lose. Dolphins would have to lose, and the Bengals would have to lose as well. So, yeah. But I know JD's a big Sean Payton fan, so I was surprised by that. But JD's also a big Carson Wentz fan too, as well. Yeah, I was talking to the chat here, pretty much saying that there was no prop bets for pretty much Chiefs players this week because they don't know who's going to be in and out this game. Only anytime touchdown scores is the only time you can bet on a Chiefs player this week.
Yeah, hopefully they list them tomorrow because we'll pretty much know who's in and who's out at that point. So
we should. But I mean, based on the inactive stuff that came out today, I mean, it's pretty much everybody's out. So JD will be joining us shortly as he gets ready for the betting show. We got John Clifford. Appreciate the contribution, Johnny. Appreciate it, brother. Let's win. Dolphins are in 3-peat. So, yeah, okay. I think it seems like the most of the chat, I've seen a few people say they don't want Cincinnati in. I know JD said he doesn't give a crap if Cincinnati's in at all. But I think most of the people in the chat, or a lot of people in chat, said they are okay if Cincinnati does not make it. Which, John Clifford, with a contribution there. Love you, brother, and I appreciate it, man. Happy New Year. But, yeah, I'm with you. I'm happy with the Dolphins getting in. Dolphins getting in means Dolphins have to play to Buffalo, and we all know Dolphins can't play in any cold weather and beyond December. So, JD, you ready, brother? All right. JD's coming in. We got the full crew in the house. What's up, JD? Another masterful performance, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I felt like I needed to have one of those closed door sessions with my guy, my squad. You know what I mean? Like, put all the kids to bed. Okay, this is adults talking right now. So it was important for me to get there because it has been a lot of doubt. I mean, I was almost questioned. I was questioned on this show. It was like, do you really believe that the Chiefs going to beat the Broncos? I was like, you know what? I said, my head worked it out. My head absolutely worked it out. And I heard Teja was saying, I did pick the Broncos to make it. I did. I picked them jokes to make. Guess what, Teja? They should have took care of business last week. And they didn't do it. Okay? And now they had to rely on us. Now they fate lies in our hands. Okay? So I don't mind being wrong on that part if they don't make it. Seriously. But it's gonna be a tough game. It is gonna be a tough game. And I do believe, because it is said that they're gonna pull out Carson Wentz, okay, and put Chris in at some point. But if it gets somewhat close, I don't see that happening. I don't. If you have a chance for victory, striking distance, why would you pull out? Why would you pull out? Sam McBride, take care of your voice, Jetty. Thank you. My voice is fine. I know I started
your voice in my hair. Talk with the chat right now.
I gotta say, JD, the part I loved about your rant was the opener. You've been killing it with your openers the last few weeks, but starting off with Adrian with the Rocky IV reference, amazing.
Yes. That's all I kept hearing in my head when I was thinking about this thing. I just kept hearing that. You can't win. You can't win. You heard what they said about him. He's too strong. The papers. You can't win. Okay. Well, guess what? We got something for you. Okay. Got something for you. So these guys, man, I think what people don't quite understand, that every man that's in the NFL, okay, and really hopefully any job that they do, they take pride in it. They take immense pride in it. And so for these guys, because they call everybody backups and whatnot, everybody's not a backup. They're not. Carson Wentz was a starter in this league. He was a second pick in the draft. He's a very capable quarterback. Had some problems, been on the traveling road. But my thing is, at this moment, at this time, I think he understands what the moment really means for him. Okay? Like I said before, he's watched Sam Darnold go up there in Minnesota, okay, and noodle arm Baker Mayfield down there in Tampa Bay.
Whoa, shots
fired. I had to take a jab at him. I had to take a jab.
Oh, boy.
But I tell you what, man, and Baker, I had to say this, Marcus. I'm going to say this. Okay?
Uh-oh.
I do believe that Baker probably should have been considered more for the Pro Bowl.
Considered more or snubbed?
He got snubbed for sure, but I think he could have gotten in. But, I mean, it's hard with those numbers of the guys that – look, Jaden Daniels, because of what he did and what he did more with less, I think that was the reason. So you could put up the numbers. I mean, Baker had everything around him. But I don't want to talk about Baker, but the Chiefs in itself. Leave it for another time, okay, for Baker. But my thing is, Carson Wentz is a very capable quarterback.
Totally. Carson Wentz could be a Baker somewhere.
Absolutely. 100%. So this is Jason coming to Baker Mayfield.
There you go. Rub it off on you, Jason. Rub it off on you.
She's telling on me.
Hey, Baker third in the league in passing yards, and I believe number one in the NFC in passing touchdowns, and second in the NFL in passing touchdowns. So
that's crazy that those stats don't get in.
Because it's two things there. Because the same argument that some people were having for Mahomes not getting in the Pro Bowl in the AFC is because the stats weren't there, right? And Burrow's getting in, and his team's probably not going to make the playoffs, but his stats are so good. But on the other end, Baker's records, like, they're probably going to make the playoffs just because the division sucks. But the stats are there, but yet he doesn't get in on the NFC. So it's interesting how the kind of different logics between all the snubbings.
Yeah, but I think it's that was consideration for Jaden getting in is because they were like, well, who does he have? He's throwing to Zach Ertz, who's my age, and McLaurin. So I don't know, but I do like Baker what he's done this year. He surprised me. He made me like actually, oh, okay, all right, Baker. When he wasn't too arrogant either. He just kind of. That's one thing I actually appreciated because it seemed like he kind of matured a little bit too.
He went more about his business this year.
Yeah. I think those little dances in different places humbled him a little bit, and it was important for him to do so. He had to go through it. Sorry, sometimes it's what it takes, man. It takes that. So,
yeah. The humble pie going from Carolina, being cut from Carolina to go to the Rams midseason. That'll humble you for sure.
Man. That's rough being cut from Carolina.
Hey, man, but it tells you what JD and I talked about the other day. It's like coaching. Sam Darnold and Baker have gone elsewhere, and they've kind of thrived.
Yeah, I bet that cut from Carolina. I could just see him in the showers, just like like a quiet cry. Just like, okay, man. Pull yourself together. Everything's gonna be all right.
You're also kind of probably happy you get cut from Carolina. Do you want to stay there?
Oh, shoot.
That's like staying with the Jets. You think Darnold regrets being cut from the Jets? I'm sure he's happy about it.
Yeah, but I guess it's the symbolism as a player. I mean, you don't
ever want to be cut
for anywhere.
Neither one of Darnold or Baker have any regrets about what went down in Carolina and New York.
With the road they traveled, yeah. I mean, it was an unexpected road to get where they are, but I mean, yeah.
Those two places are hellholes. They've been for the past like 3, 4, or 5 more years.
Cleveland, place that quarterbacks go to die, right? Is what they say.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, you throw Cleveland out there too? Yeah, you can go Cleveland as well.
Mm-hmm.
But he actually had success in Cleveland.
He did.
Yeah.
Stefanik won two Coach of the Year awards there.
Yeah.
No.
Which Andy's not going to get that. Apparently, he's the 5th or 6th highest odds for that. And I also read today that apparently Minnesota may be shopping JJ McCarthy, their first round pick, and keep Sam Darnold, which is just interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, Darnold's what you talk about guys earning. What else could he have done to earn that job? I mean, it's his job.
But it calls into question. But it calls into question your organization though, because you drafted a quarterback in the first round. Instead, you could have drafted
bets. They didn't know he was going to do that.
Right, but you still could have gone any other position. But instead, you're going quarterback, and you doubled up on quarterback anyways, because Darnold's probably going to be your starter going into the season anyways this year. And now you're going to trade him for probably a 2nd round pick, maybe.
I think they really liked McCarthy. I think this speaks to how well Darnold's played. That he's won them over, you could say.
Well, look at Atlanta, same scenario, right? And it worked out for Penix. I mean, it's the reason they got him. It's like, okay, well, this guy actually didn't pan out for us, so we'll go ahead and go with the young guy. And that's what they did. But Darnold played so well. It's like, you want a veteran guy that already knows, got rapport with guys too. I mean, he's slinging the ball all around the place, man. I mean,
and he's still young. How old is Darnold? Like 27?
Yeah, he's young.
That's a baby for a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So you still have you picked up your quarterback of the future pretty much. And today and tomorrow.
Yeah, Darnold's 27 and Baker is 29. So both young guys.
Yeah. It's great. They got really lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of love for Baker in the chat. Gotta love that. You see this? Look at this. Baker's a good guy. I've been watching him since OU. Don't count him out. Go watch that OU Texas Tech game. It's one of the games I always watch before I get hyped for my flag football playoffs.
I hear you, but you're not. Your don't count him out is from like 10 years ago. All right.
What do you mean?
That's like go watch this. Like that's like saying DiCaprio's best movie when he was 15 years old. It's like he was such a great actor. Give me a movie he's been in the last 25 years as an example.
I mean, you just go put on any game from this year. Baker's putting up 5 touchdowns. So yeah,
All right,
I mean,
well, there you go. Tell me to go watch
Yeah.
Tampa Bay versus Kansas City then, if you want me to have an example.
I don't know. I mean, it's still a fun game to watch. I mean, 100 points were scored in that game. It was a fun game. I mean, what do you mean? You're not a big college football fan, so you don't really appreciate classics like that. That's an ESPN classic, buddy.
Yeah,
Me either. I'm not a big college fan either.
Yeah, again, JD.
I'm not. So, no.
Especially, yeah, I'm sure Big 12 football. You especially in those times, JD wouldn't like that kind of game with 2,000 yards of offense during those games.
Yeah, no defense.
That's
Nobody's
not football. That's a video game that's Madden on rookie.
Right.
That is. That's Madden rookie turning all your guys like speed all the way up and all your defense all the way down. And I am a college football fan around one time of the year. What time of the year is that, Marcus?
Draft season.
Yeah. Same here.
I'm with you, Sid McBride. Didn't mean it that way. It was just fun. It's a very fun game.
I'm being a jerk. Don't listen to me.
A very fun game. I watch it at least once a year. 2 times a year I watch that game. Just right around flag football playoffs. I watch that in the morning as I'm stretching, and then I head out.
Some people put on like movies or music because they like clean the house or like dust up. Marcus puts on the OU Texas Tech game.
It was a fun game. All right.
Got a lot of folks in there tonight, man.
A lot of people tonight. We had nearly 500. We had nearly 500 on Wednesday. Now tonight we're nearly 300 on Friday night. So we love everyone's hanging out with us on this lovely Friday evening in the 2025.
Good to see you all. Good to see you all.
So with JD, before we get to the betting aspect of things, so since the Chiefs have so many inactives and Vegas just has no idea who's going to play for Kansas City, there's pretty much no player props for the Chiefs side. It's literally all Broncos players. The only bets they do have for Kansas City players are anytime touchdowns, and that goes for Underdog entries, and that goes for DraftKings and FanDuel. So the majority of Teja and I's picks are Broncos related stuff. So I just want to preface that if you kind of get weirded out by this, I don't see any Chief players there. That's why.
Right. Okay, cool. All right.
But yeah, a lot of good trends going into that I found going into today's bets. So Teja, you ready to kick us off here, buddy?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Now we're getting to the betting aspect of things. Teja, take it away, buddy.
Let me pull up. Okay. So let's start off with Bo Nix, 200 plus passing yards. Must-win game. I'm thinking our run defense does keep its stinginess just a little bit. Nix has gone over 200 in his last 10 out of 12 games. Bo Nix, 2+ passing TDs. See a trend here. Again, I can see them needing to pass to get in the end zone. I think he's got one big play to get in there. I think he's got one like 10-yarder to get in there. He's had at least 2 passing TDs in his last 6 out of 7 games. Under 40.5 total. So now Denver has gone over this in their last 6 games. You ask, why does Vegas have their under so low? Well, the last game they went under this was against, you guessed it, the Chiefs. Chiefs won 16-14. I think we're looking at a 20-17, 23-17 at most. I might buy it up to 43.5 if I'm feeling a little upset, a little worried in case it's a 23-20 game. But I think it'll definitely be in that range, 23-20 most, 20-17 the least. Broncos minus 2.5. So even though they need it and we don't, I have a feeling it will be closer than we expect. What's the spread right now? 10.5? Yeah, so double digits are expecting to be a blowout. I think it'll be a one-possession game. I think 10.5 is too much. I will buy this down to 2.5 just to get really safe, feeling pretty good. Need a little layup. Sutton, 50+ receiving yards. So he's only gone under this game, under that, once in the last 10 games. Once. So incredible track record. He went 70+ against us, and that was against our starters. So I think it's pretty much a shoo-in, and that's 25 to bet 163. It's a low amount, but I went safe. I want to finish the year off, the regular season off with a win. 5 out of 5.
Okay. All right. So the next 200+ passing yards. I do believe he'll do at least that. It's not a bad bet. You know, we know he's a talented guy, throws the ball around. But I do believe that's probably going to be their ground game is not going to be the one that's going to hurt us. It's going to be, thrown in the air. So if we don't have Trent McDuffie, they obviously going to try to go after, Mims and Sutton for sure. Nick's 2+ passing touchdowns, probably the same thing as well. Trying to get it, also tight end, possibly, giving, something else out there. We will have some issues with that. They don't really have a really good tight end. So, but Sutton, Mims, I could possibly see that 2 passing touchdowns. Total points under 40.5. So yes, so I had 20-17. That's where I'm at. So I'm right under that. So I'm good on that. Good one. Broncos -2.5. Okay. So this is what we talk about.
I'm losing you.
Huh?
I'm going to lose you on this one.
Oh, why? You know what? Oh man.
Ooh.
No, I
No.
So that's what we had -2.5 on the Broncos.
So I think let me do this, JD. I think I know what you're going to say. Let me say for the same money, because it does cost a lot to buy that to where it is. I will do the opposite way.
All right.
And I think that will be more appealing. So -2.5 Broncos is -483, which is not very good money wise. If I get it up to +20.5, it's -426. Chiefs +20.5. What do you feel safer with? You feel safer with +20.5 Chiefs, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do. So, are you changing it, or you keep?
No, I'm just food for thought because you were.
I got you. You said if I did that,
-2.5. I saw you thinking. I saw your wheels turning. That's all.
Yeah.
I want to give you some options.
Yeah. Close game. We know that, but it's so Sutton 50+ receiving yards. I mean, it's probably going to be his go-to guy. Obviously, we've seen Mims the last couple of games, torch guys. But I think Sutton is going to be the one he'll probably try to at least, try to go to the most. Okay. Hopefully, and I'm saying this, hopefully Joshua Williams, and this is what I'm looking for, that type of matchup with him. Okay. To show up for this game, put it on his shoulders. Him and Najee, put it on their shoulders, man. Let them guys go out there and go play. So I do hope they have a great game against Sutton. So I do like that. 50+ receiving yards. I think he'll make that. I mean, he'll hit a couple of big ones. So $25 bet to win 163. Okay. Looks like pretty conservative betting though.
He was
63. Yeah.
Well, if you don't like conservative betting, JD, you're gonna love mine this week.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm actually interested in seeing what you got to say for this one.
All right. So very different than Teja's. Okay, so my bet this week, I'll start off with a Samaje Perine anytime touchdown. So no Kareem Hunt, no Isaiah Pacheco. So it'll be a Carson Steele and Samaje Perine kind of game. I think Samaje Perine, I think it's a Week 18 game. We're going to be, we have nothing to lose here for us. I mean, it's just all house money for us.
Yes, sir.
I think Samaje Perine's an old Wiley vet. I think Andy's going to want to showcase him against the team that cut him in the last week of training camp at the end of the preseason. And I think Samaje gets in the end zone this week. I really do. I think he gets a lot of totes and a lot of touches and a lot of, whether it's catches or carries. I think we're going to see a lot of Samaje Perine this week, a lot of number 34. And I think he gets a touchdown against his former team. This is more, not really a trend bet in any way. This is more of Andy knowing his veterans, wanting to give guys, a chance at revenge and redemption against this old team. And, potentially Samaje could say wave bye-bye to Denver after the game. If we do end up winning this game, he can be a big part of the reason why we could potentially kick them out of the playoffs or out of contention. So Samaje Perine, anytime touchdown bet. That's just a fun bet, really. Now, my next one, Jaleel McLaughlin, over 43.5 rushing and receiving yards together. He's been their lead back, and JD mentioned their running back by committee between Audric Estime, Javonte Williams. He's been the lead back the last 4 games for them as far as touches, carries, and catches. And in 3 of the last 4 games, Jaleel McLaughlin has surpassed 43.5 rushing and receiving yards. So this is pretty much, if he gets more catches this week. And again, we've seen that we have a hard time, stopping running backs out of the backfield. And McLaughlin is that kind of guy that we've had a hard time stopping. And plus, he's getting carries now. So 43.5, whether it's more rushing or receiving, I think he nails this. He's done this 3 out of the last 4 games. Next one, Cortland Sutton, 80+ receiving yards. I know Teja did 50, but I went 80 here. And somebody in the chat actually mentioned it. But Cortland Sutton needs 82 yards receiving to get his $500,000 incentive. So they need to win this. They need to win this game. I say he gets 80 receiving yards. I think they make a point of emphasis not only to win this game, but also to get him the ball and make sure he gets his $500,000 incentive. That's no chump change right there. That's big time money for Cortland Sutton. So yeah, I think 80 yards receiving for him. He needs 82. He gets 80. Boom. I love it. And then JD and I were on the same wavelength today. He mentioned Marvin Mims being the guy over the last few weeks. So 5 of the last 6 games, Marvin Mims has exceeded 25 yards receiving. And all we're asking for is him to get 25 yards receiving this game. Although the last time he played Denver, he didn't get that. He only had 13 yards receiving that game. I think he was like 4 for 13. But they've kind of been using him more in the offense. Bo Nix has kind of a comfort factor with Marvin Mims. You can see it's pretty obvious the amount of targets he's been getting. But 5 of the last 6 games, he's exceeded this number. So 25 yards for Marvin Mims. And then lastly, I didn't want to take a side in this game where it's to bet on the Chiefs or bet on the Broncos. I do feel confident enough in Carson Wentz to put up points this week. And I know JD said we're going to score 20 points this week. I have a scoring over 16.5 points this week. So getting the 17-point number, 2 touchdowns and a score, maybe 3 touchdowns. I don't know, but I have us getting over 16.5 points this week. And this bet is 25 to win $975 to end the regular season. I know it's more of a home run bet. I think Samaje P. Ryan's touchdown really raised this one up a bit, but I do think these at least 4 of the 5 are really good bets. So if you don't want to take the Samaje P. Ryan bet, don't take it. I like the other 4.
What's Carson Steele's anytime touchdown?
I don't know. I didn't look at that. I think it was higher than Samaje's.
Higher as in like better odds to happen?
I think it was like plus like 2 something.
Okay.
Let me check. I don't want to say false information.
I'm just curious. But
it is for Carson Steele. Carson Steele is plus 240. Samaje's went up from, it was plus 380 when I did this earlier. He is now plus 255. And I guess I did this before they ruled out Kareem Hunt and Pacheco officially.
Okay.
So it's gone up.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, too, I'm seeing Witchy Hall mentioned D-Hop's anytime touchdown. So, yeah, D-Hop's another one if you guys want to dabble with the whole anytime touchdown. So, D-Hop, if he gets another touchdown, it's a $500,000 incentive. On top of that, in total for a touchdown and 6 receptions and 140 yards, D-Hop can make up to $750,000 this week with incentives. 6 catches, 140 yards, and a touchdown.
6 catches and what?
6 catches, 140 yards, and a touchdown will get him $750,000. But just 1 touchdown gets him $500,000. So, like we talked about the other day, JD, on the show, I think, like, as far as good faith, I think they may try to get him that touchdown, get him in the red zone, just give him a quick little slant or a little fade. I think that would probably be the best one. But so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, let me go through this. Okay. Sanjay P. Ryan, anytime touchdown. I do like that. I think it's a good bet. Obviously he's going to be playing. Hopefully he'll get the lion's share of all the carries. I really do. And so I just like P. Ryan in this game. I really do. So I think that anytime touchdown with him is a great bet. And to be honest with you, I'd take him or Steele on anytime touchdown. All right. So it's not a bad bet. McLaughlin over 43.5 rushing and receiving. He's pretty much kind of taken over. He's been that guy. Seen the last game we had 69 yards rushing. It got 2 receiving, caught 2 passes. So 43.5, like you said, we have a hard time matching up against running backs. I think they will try to exploit that, obviously, with him. So I do like that bet as well. Sutton, 80-plus receiving yards. Man, if he needs 82 to how much, Marcus, to get what?
$500K.
500K. So I would say they're going to try to feed him. Why not feature him? 82 yards? Absolutely. Sean will definitely try to get him the 82 yards. I guarantee they call in at least 5 or 6 plays his way, at the very least. So he'll probably have at least 8 targets, if not more, just for that. Probably somewhere around 10, to be honest. So I like that bet, 80-plus receiving yards. But I'm just looking at the 43.5, 80-plus receiving yards. Then Mims, 25-plus receiving yards total. What we're going to look at, Mims, 25-plus receiving yards. And I think he's taken over. I mean, Troy Franklin ain't even, I haven't seen him out there doing anything at all. And there's other guy, Vele is another dude that, he's like the third guy. So Mims, obviously, I think they found something really good with him. Fast, quick guy. So, I mean, him making those 2 catches last week, torching the defense, getting behind them, and then jumping up and catching it. I mean, you might have found something really good right there. So he'll be another guy to kind of feature. So I'll be him and Sutton all day is what I'll be looking for. The Chiefs over 16.5 points. I do believe they will score over 16.5 points. Like I said, I got them at 20. I do believe Carson Wentz probably have a passing touchdown, like you said, D-Hop. Another one touchdown is going to be the P-Ryan. Okay, and then you kick a couple field goals. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be what the game's going to look like. So I do like that one. 16.5. So with that, okay, $25 to win $975.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a real deal, baby.
I think you have a typo on mine. Mine's 163, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. Tejas is 25 to win 163. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, typo.
All right. So here we go. Teja, like the Knicks, 200 plus passing yards. Knicks 2+ passing touchdowns, total points under 40.5. Like those 3. The Broncos, negative 2.5. Yeah. No. Sutton, what's that? 50+ receiving yards. I do believe he'll get that. So that the one that, of course, the Broncos negative 2.5 is the iffy one. $25 to win 163. Correct? 163.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So safe bet, very conservative. Marcus, going your way with the P-Ryan anytime touchdown. And you got McLaughlin over 43.5 rushing and receiving. Do like that. Sutton 80+ receiving yards. He's trying to go get that bonus. I think you try to feature him. Why not? Mims 25+ receiving yards. He'll catch about 4 balls on that. Okay, and Chiefs over 16.5 to win $25 for $975. I think, man, this week is a no-brainer for me. I think the Chiefs, man, are going to be the ones that's going to win. I think for what I see and I'm hoping for, from everything I talked about, keys to victory on this, I'm going to have to go with Marcus on this one, Tage. I'm going to go with Marcus on this one, baby. This is time, Marcus. They're counting. Look, I'm gonna include you on the whole speech. They're counting you out. Okay, I don't think you could win. This is the week to show them right here, Marcus. This is it, baby. All right, to win 975 smackaroos for $25 bet. Okay, take that to put scrounge together $25. Okay, everybody that's in the chat, scrounge it together. Okay, borrow some money from your neighbor, break your kids' piggy bank if you need to. If you like, find a couple of coins in the couch somewhere. All right, grab around $25. I think your boy Marcus is gonna hit one for $975 this week. All right, If not, take the 25 and put it up on my guy Teja, okay, for the 163. All right. So how do y'all feel about it? And
I think it's simple math here, JD. The return on investment is so much better with the right side there. Not at 25 to win 975 versus 25 to win 163. Come on.
High risk, high reward.
It's no brainer,
It's a lot.
That's right.
Mike Brennan, on the other hand, sees us going 10 for 10 this week, though. So he feels he feels the Dash love this week. He goes 5 for 5 on both sides.
There you go. There you go. I like it. I love it. Good bets right there. Good bets. There you go, G Pick. Sacrifice tonight's dinner for the $25 bet. There you go.
Yeah. Don't go to Starbucks tomorrow, guys. Don't go to Chipotle for lunch.
That's right.
Set aside Starbucks to Chipotle and then place your 25 to win 975.
Yes, sir. Come on, G Pick. You're gonna have like the smooth money. It's like, everybody smooth money coming in. G Pick. I want your shoulder next time. Dollar bills, baby. Dollar bills. So that's my dollar. I got a whole bill in here. A whole yard. Okay? That's what a yard is. All right. Mark, do you know what it's called yards? Do you know that?
What's that?
Do you know they call $100 bills yards?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You know it either? Teja?
You didn't know that, Teja?
No.
It's called yards. So
No.
but I'm gonna take this yard. Okay. I think Sweetie's still on here. Sweetie, if you're still on here, all right, we putting out here a little money today. All right. So we're gonna take our little bet. All right. Getting them up my Monopoly money. Okay. I'm gonna hope this thing don't tell on me now, Kevin. Don't tell on me. Monopoly money. We're gonna put half of this right here on this money to win. Okay. So that's what we're going with, Sweetie. All right.
I love it. I love it. All right. So what we did was obviously with Underdogs a little different than the betting website. It's not a betting website really. It's Underdog. So it's pretty much a fantasy kind of thing, guys. So with this, it's our new partners now. If you guys don't have Underdog yet, click the link in the description, and all you gotta do is deposit. I have $1 here. That's another typo. I need to fix my typos, guys. $10. Must at least deposit $10 for first-time users, and you get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. And these are the picks that we like for the week. We kind of just talked about it. Jaleel McClellan, 3 out of 4 games he's hit this number. Teja said 7 of the last 8 games, Bo Nix has exceeded 2 touchdowns passing, Teja.
Yep.
Marvin Mims, over 3.5 receiving yards, done that 5 of the last 6 games. And Cortland Sutton, he needs 82 receiving yards this week for his $500,000 incentive. And so, yeah, those are picks. Those are picks for the Underdog entry this week.
It's good bets.
What's cool about Underdog is, too, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Marcus, they just send out, like, freebies every so often, too. Like, if a guy gets over 1 yard passing, like, $20 bet to win 20. So they do a lot of layup bets, too.
Yeah, they'll like I think they had one earlier on the season, like Travis Kelce to have more than 1 yard, or Baker Mayfield have more than 1 yard passing, and then you can add that to a Jaleel McLaughlin or Bo Nix pick, and then boom, you get 2 for 1 really. So yeah, guys, so these are our picks, and like I said, 2 weeks ago was this is our third week of doing Underdog. 2 weeks ago we did that was the field goal one, right? Teja, was that Fairbairn. And what was the other? What was Fairbairn and somebody else? Was it Fairbairn Butker? Both have over 2 field goals that game.
Yeah, there was another one too. That was the Texans game. So that was
the first half? Was it like a half?
Nico. Was it Nico? No.
Ah, man, I forgot what it was.
Was it Mixon under?
No. Was it the I'm blanking what the second one was, but nonetheless, we went 2 for 2 there.
Stroud rushing attempts, right?
No, I don't think
sure?
so. I don't think so. Nonetheless, we went 2 for 2 the first week of this. Last week, we gave you guys 5 selections. 4 of the 5 were successful. So this week, hopefully we continue on that trend. So we've only missed 1 so far of giving you guys 7 picks. So we've been 6 of 7 over the last 2 weeks.
Worthy.
That's right. Worthy receiving yards.
Worthy and
Fairbairn.
Yeah. Worthy and Fairbairn. Yeah. That was the one I was going to take Mahomes' completions, which also.
Yeah. So 6 of 7 so far of our 2 weeks with Underdog, and this week probably go 4 more. So yeah, and with this you can't. So you probably have to wait till they do the Chiefs players, but you cannot you can't do 2 of the same team. So it'll have to be McLaughlin and you need another Chiefs player.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll add that in. But these are 4 ones we like so far. So when they do release the Chiefs ones, we like P. Ryan and we like the Hopkins. So you can maybe add those guys to your slip. So.
Okay. We got a lot of people out here, man, waiting to make bets. Zach Devlin, your neighbor, but got about a $25 to borrow. Got a pick it. 10-10 to win. Okay. Dollar menu tonight, G pick. But when I win, it's T-bone steaks. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Sir.
There you go.
I just said I just cashed out my kids' college funds to put it on this. Okay. There you go, guys.
There you go.
You're going to put some more back in, okay? So that's what this for. You tell the kids, look, I made a sacrifice for you. So,
Rick Henderson, can you repeat everything that was just said? I just got here. Rick, you can go right back to just rewind the episode when or just scroll back a little bit. You'll catch up, brother.
What up, Rick? How you doing, man?
Mike Brand, just one last let Ross Moss for the season. I'll tell you what, I thought I was a Justin Ross fan, like a big one, JD, but I think Mike Brennan might be the biggest Justin Ross fan. I think he's lost more money on anytime touchdown bets for Justin Ross than anybody in the entire universe.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Well.
But hey, gotta love it. The guy put his. I'll tell you what, Mike. Not a lot of people do this. Mike put his money where his mouth was. He liked Justin Ross. That wasn't be successful, but he put his money where his mouth was. But Mike's been successful in his other bets. So Justin Ross wasn't what he thought it was.
Yeah, we can probably do it this week then, right? Put Ross out there
if he's active. Yeah,
if he's active. I mean, so you see that's the thing, man. You know what it's going to be like when you on kickoff. Who's going to be active and all of that they're going to pull it at the very end. Keep them on their toes.
Well, and that's precisely the reason why Vegas hasn't even put up any Chiefs players yet, because they have no idea. I mean,
yeah,
right.
They don't want to be caught with their pants down on that one.
Yeah. I get it. Appreciate it, Kevin Morris, Marcus, JD, Tejas. You guys are great. Awesome content. Always a laugh from the show. And folks in the chat make me feel great. Good deal, my brother. Good deal. That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to do. We all supposed to have a great experience in life and enjoy each other and laugh. Have a good time, man. So
hey, man. Provide some levity. Talk about life and football. That's what we're here for, baby.
Yes,
Talk
sir.
about life, football, and Baker.
Chiefs and Baker.
Yeah. I give Baker's flowers. I give him a little respect this season. Give him a little respect.
Yeah, he had to lead the league in passing for you to give him a little respect, huh?
Yeah, he had to. He had to show me.
There you go.
Yeah. Even though he had every available thing around him to do it. So,
well, yeah. I mean,
well, not this year. I mean, Godwin gets hurt early on the season, then Mike Evans misses 4 games, so he's got to go with Cade Otton, McMillan, Sterling Shepard, who's at the nearing his end of his career. I mean, he didn't really have that full cast of crew all season, though.
Man, you was talking about trying to get Sterling Shepard here with the Chiefs. Everybody was trying to get Sterling Shepard here. All of a sudden, now he's at the end of his career. on his last leg.
I mean, at one point of this season, we wanted anyone with a warm body at receiver here. So,
yeah,
that's true. That's true.
You know what? And actually, one of the weeks, I actually started McMillan in my fantasy.
Was it a good week or a bad week?
Terrible, horrible. I was like that.
Was it the week after he looked pretty good and then he was terrible?
Yeah, he's gone. He's terrible. Well, because both of them were out. Godwin and Evans. I'm just like, well, McMillan's got to kill it, right? Who's going to throw to? And then,
Oh, that was one of those Cade Otton 15 target weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And McMillan just disappeared. I was like, it's crazy. And so that was it. I got rid of that joker the very next day.
Baker took a step down in your book just for a few days, huh?
Oh, yeah. It's like, this dude's a fraud.
So, guys, little scheduling. So this week we'll have Sunday show right after the game will be on Bleacher Report. And then on Monday, we'll have the Monday morning tight end show and Monday evening, obviously, to do the grades. And then Wednesday, Teja's actually be coming back on Wednesday. And Wednesdays, we're going to kind of do what we did last year for the playoffs, the first round, because obviously we had a first round game last year. But since we're not playing this week, this is going to be more of like a playoff preview kind of show. So we'll dive into every matchup like we did last year to start the playoffs. We'll go through each matchup and just talk about all the teams and all the games. We just did AFC last year. I don't know if you guys want to do NFC or you want to stick with the AFC, the AFC playoff picture.
I mean, we could run through them all real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a little to say about all of them.
Cool.
It wouldn't be fair not to just talk about the AFC and not, the NFC. We got to talk about the whole NFL, man.
Yeah, we need to talk about the team we're going to play in the Super Bowl. So yeah, 100%. You're right, JD.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's what we're looking at for next Wednesday's show. Doing a little playoff primer preview for everything we're about to see over the next few weeks. It's exciting times, man. I know week 18, it's kind of a mixed emotions. I don't know how you guys feel, but actually, Jerry, I'm curious about that. So me and my friends on New Year's, we were talking about how like end of the season, fantasy's over, football season's almost done, right? We have 3 more weeks, about a month left. It's kind of, it's like kind of sad. It's kind of like a depressing thing, but like for you as a player,
yeah,
when the season's nearing end, how is that for a player? Obviously, it depends if you're on a good team or a team that's successful that year. But is it like, are you guys getting to that kind of like, oh man, football season's over? Or is it like, oh man, the end is near, vacation time's coming kind of thing?
I think it's all situational. It depends on how your body feels. Like you said, if you're on a good team, obviously, certain guys may not be there next year. Shoot, and sometimes you might be in limbo. But I remember one thing I hated is I would go to, the Super Bowls, and I always hated going to the Super Bowls. I stopped going to the games. I think I went to maybe like 3 or 4 games. I'm like, you know what? This is terrible to watch it, sit in the stands, and, I did away with it. I think the last one I went down to was New Orleans. I think that was the last one that I went to. And I'm just like, unless I am not going to another Super Bowl game, unless I'm playing. That'd be the last one. Yeah. And I just, obviously you want to see all the stuff behind it, because it's an incredible event, through the week and stuff. But man, it just didn't have a taste to it. So, but you do kind of, if you're trying to heal your body, man, you can't wait for the season to be over. And so sometimes, man, it's really disappointing because you put so much time and effort into it that, it really kind of affects you mentally, because you're like, dad, God, we didn't make it this year. And, things get exposed somewhat toward the end. Obviously, some feelings come out, man. Feelings come out. Different guys on the team. So, but it's always good because sometimes you start talking to your boys about where you're going on vacation with families and stuff like that. And so that's one thing that we did one off season after the season was over. It was me, Tony, Kyle Turley, Wellborn, I think Billy, oh man, a couple of our boys, obviously our significant others, went to Puerto Rico. Did Miami, did Puerto Rico, man. We just had a good time, just
nice,
enjoyed ourselves.
That's
what
fun.
I mean? Yeah, really, and just enjoy ourselves, man. It just felt like it was just a long, hard season. So, I know a lot of it was just kind of sitting around and just kind of reflecting on like, God, like, we wish we did this or could have beat this team. And so you had to go with that too, deal with it. So,
little reflection, little decompression.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I might know the answer to this, JD, but just talk about the end of the seasons, right? Like let's say you're on a team that wasn't making the playoffs.
Yeah.
When it comes to week 18, how does the week 18 or the final week of the season compare to senior night in college or in high school when it's your last time taking the field with your guys? Or your last playoff game in high school, your last game in college. How are those last games? Is it as emotional as it is for you as in college or in high school?
No. I think kind of, in high school and college, I knew I had more ball to go play, So it was like, hey, just move on to the next thing. And so sometimes during the off season, this is what I was talking about. You might get some grumblings that, shoot, you might be on the bubble. You might find yourself, in conversation about who to get rid of. I remember this, man, when I was in Philly, that they wrote a piece. This is Philly now, okay? Philly writes this whole article, this whole piece about who they should keep, who they should get rid of. And I mean, they were Xing everybody's name out and how terrible they were and stuff. And I remember they had said, this is when Andy came in, actually. Andy was coming in. And they were saying one of the bright spots on the team was tight end Jason Dunn. And the things that he was able to show and whatnot. I had actually got hurt. I told you I got hurt when I was up in Green Bay. But that was like one of the things they said. It was a bright spot was Jason Dunn, possibly coming back. So it's always good to hear those things. You just never know. But sometimes when it's a bad season, man, they try and get rid of everybody. Philly, man, they let everybody know. So I've been on those ends of, hey, getting released and hey, get your walking papers, see you later, and all of that. I've been there. So, a couple times.
Yeah.
First time was I realized it was a business. I think that's where my mind changed, the whole mentality of it whole changed. And the second time I was like, shoot, I'm pretty much good. And I had teams that called me, shoot, for probably like 2 years, and I was just like, man, yeah, I'm good. My body had enough of it. So
in 07 when you left the Chiefs, did you retire right away, or is it you kind of waited a little bit and then you said you're getting phone calls from teams?
Yeah, I retired in 2010 officially.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So that 2007, 2008 season, I got released. And then, like I said, I had, teams that called me for 2 years. One, like I told you, Sean Payton. They called me, try to get down there. And so Shockey was down there during the time and stuff. And, I told you, I talked to Payton, a couple of times. And that second year, I was just like, man, I think I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. So, I was fine. I was fine because I'd been through it before, and I was at a good place. And I said if I had a chance, an opportunity to take it for all it was worth, I was going to do it. And I felt like I accomplished that. I didn't feel like I needed to do anything else. And shoot, come home and be dad. That was my thing. That's what I wanted to do. So
you did it on your own terms. It was like I'm at peace. I'm good. I'm good to go now, kind of thing.
I'm at peace. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So
appreciate you, Susan, with the contribution. Love you, Susan. And what a lovely comment. I would never cut you.
Oh,
she said I would never.
Never cut you.
Yeah.
She picked. We got beef from the Eagles. What you say, JD?
She says it right now.
Unless you mess with her in the kitchen, then she might.
Yeah.
Like you. Yeah.
No, she's the kindest, the beautifulest heart ever. For sure. She'd never cut me. That's my baby right there, for sure.
Noah John Marshall, Hall of Fame eligible, should be in. Best blocking tight end ever. Do it 100%. 100%.
Appreciate that, Noah John. Appreciate you, my brother. So I take a lot of pride in that. So I always wanted to be known as that guy. So if I didn't catch a ton of passes and touchdowns, one thing I was going to do, man, I was going to fold up a defensive end, a linebacker, and I could block with the best of the tackles. That's for sure. So,
no doubt.
Excuse me. The crazy part, I'm gonna give this to you all. So, I played both positions, tight end and defensive end in college. And I said, man, if I had a chance to go back and do it all over again or toward the end of my career, I would have told my agent I would have tried to play defensive end, maybe going back to the NFL. I would have tried that.
3-4 or 4-3?
It wouldn't matter. I definitely am a 3-4 guy, but I can do 4-3 easy. My thing is
you would have been a beast of a 3-4 D end.
Oh yeah. But I just when I look at numbers, and I'm sitting there thinking, dang God, as much as guys pass today, and they pass in general, man, he should have had at least 8 sacks. At least. I mean, seriously.
If you were coming out, like if you were like you from Eastern Kentucky now in 2025, would you be coming out as an edge rusher, or would you be coming out as a tight end? If you had to make your choice, which one would you be doing? Which one have you prioritized?
Oh,
Because the game has changed for both sides, right? Like tight ends, I mean, they're throwing the ball 100 times a game now. I mean, tight ends don't even
tight end for sure. Yeah, tight end. And you just think about like, so I told you I played both ways in the Senior Bowl, and I think defensive end, man, there's a lot of cutting and stuff there, but I think you can somewhat try to take care of your body. You know, in tight end, you getting hit from everywhere, different places. You're not even seeing it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you what was different when I came out from Eastern, my coach kept telling me, Jason, gain weight. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's what the tight ends are playing it now. They're playing it like 249, 250.
Yep.
It was like 254. And he was telling me I had to get bigger, just to block. And that's how it was, because you had to do both when I came into the league.
Yeah.
So you had to think about the guys that I was looking at: Eric Green, Ben Coates, Mark Bavaro. I mean, Mark Chmura. Those are the tight ends, right? Cal Brady. I mean, shoot. Start looking, just running through the names of what tight ends were back then. So
meanwhile, Colts had Dallas Clark, who looked like a fullback back there.
Yeah, fullback, H-back, So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maria de Gerendines, thank you. Your wife is beautiful. May God bless your family. Thank you. God bless you too, Maria. Appreciate it so much. She is a beautiful woman, not just in looks, but also her heart. That's her beauty. Her beauty lies in that more so than anything else.
On the inside and outside.
Yeah, if you just would have, played DN towards the end of your career with the Chiefs, we might have avoided drafting Tyson Jackson.
Look, I would have gave you something out there too. I'm telling you, I would have given them something for real, because that'd have been a whole different challenge to me. I'd be like, yeah, dang, okay, shoot, see, I would have taken this. So
yep,
it's been good, man. It's been good. So a lot of guys that I played with, they was like, man, he should have went ahead and went defensive end. I was like,
yeah.
I don't think you made a wrong decision by any means.
No, by no means.
Yeah,
Teja, when I came in, I was the number 1 rated tight end in the nation.
Yeah, so I mean,
no,
that's a major compliment for me, the number 1 rated, and to say you should have played D end. What's that saying about your DN skills, right?
Right. So,
I think we got to show that, because I remember a couple of years ago, Jay, you showed me your footage from your EKU edge rusher days. I think we got to show some of that on the show here soon.
Yeah, yes, sir. Got to do it.
All right, guys. Well,
coulda, shoulda. Thank you, Witchy. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. You were tight end for a reason, no question about it. I loved it, Witchy. If I take anything away from it, I loved every moment of it.
Yeah. Did not miss the 3-4 Glenn Dorsey. Then that DT from UNC. Forget his name. Was that Sims?
Ryan Sims. Mike Brennan said. Yeah. Ryan, good dude, man. He's a good guy.
All right, guys. Well, we hope everybody enjoyed the show. We will see you guys Sunday after the game on Bleacher Report. And yeah, we hope everyone makes their bets, and hopefully you take my bet. Teja's a safer bet this week, but I think 25 or 975. Let's go out with a bang on this Week 18 regular season finale. Come on.
Ooh.
Gotta.
Smackaroos, baby. That's what we're looking for, some smackaroos. But if you got $25, $50, go ahead and put 25 on both of them. Why not? Go ahead and just cover your money. Cover it. So,
you can come with a post-game show and I'll celebrate. Be happy.
Yeah.
Listen, appreciate it. YB Negative, Kevin Mars will say what's up to everybody. Noah John, Marshall G. Pick, Mike Brennan, Witchy Hall, Andrea Goodin, good see you, Becky Pixtail, Greg Rose, Sweetie, good seeing you like always. I will see you in a minute. And Tasha said, do not cut me. Don't cut me. Gary Holland, Rita Jontes, who else was in? Gary Holland, Rick Henderson. Let me see who else we had in here. Ooh, there's a lot of people talking earlier. Sasha is in here as well. Zach Devlin, Daryl E, Don Peterson. Good seeing you, Don. Keep fighting, Don. Keep fighting out that way, man. Ray 028. Good to see you out here, man, too. Marion Oliver, Sin McBride. Illy Beeman, good seeing you as well. Haven't seen you in a while. So, listen, y'all know what it is. Look, we love you. Lynn Julian out here, too. We will see you on Sunday. John Clifford, good seeing you as well. With this decisive win, okay? Keep chucking at it because we know the Chiefs are coming out here for a victory. We're not just showing up. We don't have that just in our DNA just to do. Okay, we're going out there to get a victory. Make no mistake about it. And so be ready to go watch this thing. We're going to try to win some money. The Dash brothers, Teja and Marcus, has given you everything that you need to win some money, put some money in your pocket. Some things that folds up, man. So it looks good. Fellas, man, listen, I love you guys. Appreciate it so much.
Love you, brother.
Always good seeing you. Yeah. So we'll have it after the game. Why be negative? After the game, man, after this victory, man, that's what we're looking for. After the victory, we're looking to get some of this money. That's what it's going to be. So, Kevin Prester, listen, y'all take care. God bless. We will see y'all on Sunday. Right, fellas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Love you all. Everyone stay safe. I see there's some weather advisors going all over the country. We had a squall here in Northern Virginia today. I think Teja was actually driving during that squall in Virginia today. I see in Kansas City in that area there's some snow falling. So hope everyone stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you guys Sunday. Love y'all. Take it easy, everybody.
Love y'all.
All right. See y'all later.
You guys. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.